Hey guys, Jeremy Wells here at Alico Family Golf in Fort Myers, Florida. On the right, I got Cameron Champ, just joined the tour. He's putting up some impressive numbers from a ball striking, specifically swing and ball speed standpoint. On the left is a TrackMan screenshot of his from a few weeks ago. On the right, I'll just let this swing loop a few times while we discuss these numbers. First up, club head speed. 129.7. That is fast. Last year on the PGA Tour, the fastest club head speed average was 124.8 by Keith Mitchell. Last week on tour, Champ averaged over 129. Averaged 5 miles per hour faster than anyone on tour last year. Second number, ball speed, here on this particular golf swing, he got it up to 194. Last week he averaged 192.6. Last year on the PGA Tour, Trey Mullinax led at 182.2. That's 10.4 miles per hour faster on average than anybody all of last year with this golf swing. One more number here, we'll scoot over on the screen just a bit. You gotta love that carry distance. Not only did it carry 351, it only launched 9 degrees. Okay, we used to think you had to launch it as high as you could with as little spin as possible. This guy's literally swinging so hard, he's hitting low bullets that carry well into the 300-yard range. So, how's he doing this? How can somebody swing and look so balanced and so under control like this on the left and hit the ball that hard? It's pretty sweet. To me, it looks like he's hitting at 275 right here. Okay, so let's take a closer look. We'll dive into this face-on view first. One thing I want you to pay attention to in all of these swings is the freedom in the lower body on the backswing. Look at the belt turning, look at the right hip deepening, left leg bending, right leg straightening, just some classic footwork there. Absolutely not restricting anything. You'll see the left foot get totally de-weighted, left heel comes off the ground ever so slightly. Hands are high, shoulders are tilted. You know, a classic position, but just kind of maxed out. Nothing so far really makes me think, oh my gosh, he's going to be way longer than anybody ever who can control the ball. But as we move into this downswing, watch how quickly the hips face the target. Absolutely amazing. So all of this freedom on the way back is all of a sudden unwound in the other direction, to the point that his belt, he's not to impact yet, but there's a moment right in here, this club is still basically parallel to the ground. His belt buckle will not move anymore. It has nowhere else to go. It's out of gas. It is already lowered, turned, and extended to the max before he's even close to impact. So through the impact area and through the release, his legs are totally stable. They literally can't go anywhere else. They've already done so much. I just think that's so cool. You know, you look at a lot of swings on my lesson tee, you see a lot of leg rotation after impact. He's got it all out of the way well before he even comes close to hitting the ball. Just a nice classic finish there. From behind, you're going to see some impressive flattening of the shaft in transition. We'll draw a shaft plane. You'll see just a really standard takeaway here. Club arcing nicely up the shaft plane. Right leg straightening. Okay, I want you to notice how much the right leg is moving. Really nice look there. I always like to see that little bit of space between the legs as the right leg deepens and the left leg bends. Classic position at the top. And watch where this club head goes in transition. There's the club head at the top. Watch where it pops back up. Whee! Way over here. Okay, so a big shallowing maneuver in response to his body's rotation and transition. The hands are working down to out. Club head is working well back around behind him. And trust me, he's not flinging this thing back there with his arms. This is a response to a dynamic pressure shift and rotation. Reminds me of Hogan in a sense that this golf club is pointing nowhere near the ball, just way out and over it as he continues to rotate and then extend through impact. Super cool exit, well underneath the shoulders, around to the left. As you could see from the other view, he's not manipulating this thing whatsoever. This club is just freely releasing in the direction his body is already established for it to go. And then the last one here from the front, I think this just shows, one, the freedom in the lower body. It's as if he's turning his tailbone towards the target. Look how much his hips move. So if any of you are trying to restrict your lower body movement or keep your trail leg, your right leg bent for a right-handed player, hope this gives you something different to try. I think this frame right here sums it up. Look where that belt's pointing. Again, it's not for everybody, but we can all do these things in tiny margins, okay? We're watching this because this guy does it more aggressively, more effectively than anybody. All right, so golf's changing. You know, there's a lot of young players who've had access to a little bit more technology, some better workouts. Things are getting maxed out, and I think we're going to see a lot more of this in the future. So keep your eye out for Mr. Champ here this season, and I hope you learned something there. I hope you pick something up you might be able to go out and try on your own, even if it's in moderation. In moderation. Thanks for your time, guys. Leave me a comment if you have any questions about any of that. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.